Hi everyone, I wanted to give you guys all an update at how I've been doing since I've been home from the hospital for about almost a month now, from being in there for my optic neuritis flare. I went in there July 25th. I was in there for 11 days doing plasmapheresis, and I want to kind of talk about that and how I've been doing, and also how did I juggle being a mom of two and being in the hospital and all that fun stuff. So I started having problems with my eye kind of since July 4th, and we couldn't tell really if it was my eye because where the pain was, or if I was having migraines. So we kind of treated it as migraines for a while. And then in the middle of July, we decided it wasn't getting better. So I went to an ophthalmologist, and they said, they did an OTC scan, and they saw that my nerve was inflamed. So I called my neurologist. We did 3 days of Solu-Medrol, and that seemed to help it a little bit, or help the pain and inflammation. But also that week I actually had to do Rituxan, so that was a very big week for me, and I kind of felt pretty good. And then the next week I felt I felt okay, but then by the following Friday I still wasn't feeling good. The pain came back again, and over the weekend it just seemed like it got worse. And then I noticed by Sunday I had a blurry spot in my left eye. So Monday I went into the doctor, which was July 25th, and said, I'm starting to have vision changes, my eye hurts, and he had decided that I needed to be admitted into the hospital and do plasma exchange. And so I told him, okay, but you got to give me, a few hours. I need to go home and get some things kind of situated for my kids, because, being in there for 10 plus days, as a mother of two, and a lot of people can relate, I had to get things in order for them, and I had to figure out a babysitter and all that stuff, and get a hospital bag packed. So my mom came up that day. Eric took me into the hospital, and got admitted that day, hoping they were going to start plasma that night and get the VASCAS put in and all that stuff. And well, that didn't happen. They got so busy at the hospital, they couldn't do it until the following day, which was Tuesday. So needless to say, my first day at the hospital, nothing happened, and I was just kind of standing there, sitting there twiddling my thumbs, thinking, oh my gosh, I could be at home with my kids. This kind of stinks. And my husband. So Tuesday, they came and got me, and they put the VASCAS in, and I don't know if a lot of you know, that's where it goes in your neck right here. It's a big long tube with two tubes coming out, and it's about this long. It's about that thick. They don't totally put you under, when they put it in you. They just kind of, deaden this area and give you some pain meds, and it doesn't hurt too bad. This was the fourth time I've done plasmapheresis, so I kind of know the game of how it all goes. So this time it was really nice. They put a piggy tail in it so that I didn't have to have an IV in my arm. They put a piggy tail, that's what they call it, so they could give me my IV medications, do my blood draw, all of that stuff. So got the VATS put in. That afternoon they did plasmapheresis, and if some of you don't know, they do plasma every other day. They found out it's more beneficial to do it that way rather than doing 5 days straight. That used to be the old protocol. The new protocol is like every other day, and that was the hard part, was the days they weren't working on me, just sitting there. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going crazy just sitting at the hospital. I want to be home. I want to be with my kids. And it was hard and sad. And my mom and my husband would bring the kids to come see me, and we'd play games, and they were very interested to see some things. something scared him. Like my daughter, since she's so young, she was very scared of me with that big thing coming out of my neck, you know. Alan, you know, I've had this done a few times since I've had Alan, so Alan's seen me that way. He wasn't afraid. He was just more curious, and it kind of just broke my heart more than anything for him to see me this way. So, and I just explained to him, but I think the best part of it is he got the biggest kick that you could sit in a hospital bed and control a TV, and you had all these buttons and all that stuff. So that was the best part of the whole plasmapheresis, you know, because as some of you know, it is not a fun thing to go through. Was my kids coming to see me at night. So that kind of helped me, you know, fight a little bit stronger and just be like, okay, I got to do this for him. And, you know, and that was one thing that I remember is when they told me I had to get admitted, I cried a lot in the doctor's office because I was so worried about my kids. And I knew they were going to be okay, but just as a mom, it's just so hard to just, you know, give up that, you know, that ability to have somebody else take care of your kids. And I knew my husband would do a good job, but just knowing I wasn't going to be there was really, really hard. So that was one hard thing. But after I cried, then I went into warrior mode, as I called it, so I could fight. I wanted to get in there and get it done and get home to my kids. So that's exactly what I did. I just had to keep telling myself, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta get better for them. So between my husband, my mom, and my mother-in-law, who all worked together, and my grandmother, they helped take care of the kids while I was in there. And then when I came home, that was hard too, is because it's very draining doing plasmapheresis. And then when you come home, you know, being a mom, you can't just lay around. You've got stuff to do, especially with 2 little ones. I have to, like, get stuff done. So there's been a major difference I noticed between when the time I did plasma when Alan was a baby to now. You know, I couldn't really just lay around. I did have some help, but as anybody, when you come home from not being, especially being gone for a long time, you come home, you've got a lot of work to do, and plus I was tired of just laying around in the hospital for 11 days. And I also wanted to just show my kids, like, okay, I got my medicine, I'm okay, I'm just kind of, you know, trying to get everybody back in groove, and I wanted to get back on a schedule. And so I've been doing okay so far. I just had my CD19 count because we were worried about that since I just did Rituxan and then I did Plex. So we were worried, you know, maybe the Rituxan got wiped away, but knock on wood, that's been okay. My eye's been feeling pretty good. I've just been taking it day by day. I'm slowly getting back into the groove of things. I've noticed, like, every day I feel a little bit better. I get a little bit more feistier, as people say, like, who know me. Like, my personality's getting back to normal. But I'm just happy because I wanted to make sure I was better before Alan started school. So, and I am, and I'm just so happy because I got to see him to go back to school his first day. So that's the update. I'm doing good. Thank you all for all your comments, well wishes, thoughts, prayers. I really, really appreciate it. And hopefully I stay better for quite some time and I don't have another relapse here anytime soon, and it'll be maybe a few years or more. So thanks again, every guys, and thanks again for everything. And you'll be hearing about me and more blog posts about what's going on in my life. I'll see you guys later. Bye.